Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Saturday, the 24th of February. With McShane, as we work our way through Paul's letter to the Corinthians, we read chapter 11 today, a discussion about worship, what is appropriate and what isn't. And we have a verse which people might well know, where Paul says, "So then, whoever eats the bread or drinks the cup of the Lord in an unworthy manner will be guilty of sinning against the body and blood of the Lord." And that has given rise to a lot of discussion, lots of theology, lots of teaching, some of it reasonable, some of it quite bizarre. What does it mean to eat and drink the body, the blood, the wine and the bread in an unworthy manner? And there's been all sorts of things. And it's put in the context where Paul begins by saying that their worship is disunited because people come together. And he says, so when you come together, it's not the Lord's Supper you eat, for when you're eating, some of you go ahead with your own private suppers. As a result, one person remains hungry and another gets drunk. And so it looks like because of the partisan nature of the church in Corinth, and people were coming together, but it was a shared meal, which wasn't a shared meal. They'd come and they'd eat together, but not share. And so some people were overindulging, others had nothing, and it was quite a sort of a disunited assembly. And Paul ends up with this instruction: "So then, my brothers and sisters, when you gather to eat, you should all eat together. Anyone who is hungry should eat something at home, so that when you meet together, it may not result in judgment." And I think this eating in an unworthy manner that they talk about is when there is this kind of division, and some people are doing one thing, other people are doing a different thing. Some people are looking after their own interests. There's no love between the members of the congregation. And I can understand that really is not the kind of Last Supper that Jesus had, where the disciples were all gathered around. They all shared. Everybody had. He took the bread and he passed it around to them. And he passed the wine around, so everybody had. And so our worship, how we do it, Paul isn't explicit. But what he is explicit about is that there needs to be love and unity amongst the people as they meet, as they gather, as they celebrate the Lord's Supper. And so as we're coming up to Sunday tomorrow and people going to church, look for the unity, pray for the unity, love the people around you as you come for the Lord's Supper. That way, we are in line, I believe, with what God taught. Be blessed.